You're now tuning into Big Baller Sports. When the clock's ticking down and the whole world's watching, we're right there, breaking it down, calling it out, setting the record straight. No watered down takes, no safe opinions, just pressure, passion, and pure sports energy. If it's trending, we're on it. If it's heated, we're debating it. If it's historic, we're stamping it. Now to your sensational host, the one and only Asher.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For those who have not tuned into our show before, this is a sports talk show where we talk about basketball, football. Of course, we have the World Cup coming up. But if you're in the city of Houston, you know that we have the NBA playoffs currently in place. To get started, I have one statement to make. Houston, we have a problem. Houston Rockets are currently down 3-0 to the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's not looking good. And to everyone who's been watching the series, it's been, a big letdown, I would say, by, of course, the Rockets team and, the coaching staff, Duka. But this is not what I expected. I expected it to be a very close series. Of course, you have LeBron James leading the team with Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves out for Los Angeles Lakers. And the Rockets, on the other hand, they also have some injuries problem with their star player, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is actually expected to miss tonight's game, which is game 4 of the playoffs. And, it's quite interesting because the Lakers are without pretty much their 2 star players, Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. And the Rockets, they had a chance to capitalize in game 1, but unfortunately Kevin Durant was out because he had bumped knees with another teammate during practice. He came back for game 2 and they lost, unfortunately, again. And then for game 3, he was also unavailable due to a bone bruise in his left ankle. So he has a sprained left ankle and he's diagnosed with a bone bruise. And pretty much this is continuing to affect his play because tonight he is looking to be not available. And in terms of, history and statistics with teams who are, down 3-0, they're 159-0, meaning teams who are leading a series 3-0, like the Los Angeles Lakers, they have a 100% chance or success rate to win the series. And the other team who is trailing, 0-3, they have a 0% success rate. So, of course, the odds are against the Houston Rockets, but history could happen at any moment. And we're going to find out tonight. I expect the Rockets to, come out with the win tonight, but, it's not going to be easy. Eric, are you joining us today? Yeah. Of course, yeah, sorry for technical difficulties in the beginning, but we have our co-host Eric join with us, big Houston Rockets sports fan. Not as big as me because I'm actually personally a Los Angeles Clippers fan, but that is currently irrelevant to the discussion as they are not in the playoffs. But yeah, Eric, down 3-0 against the Los Angeles Lakers with game 4 tonight. What's it going to look like? Yeah, man, it's looking bad, man. That game 3, if you watch game 3, the Rockets pretty much, they sold the game. They had every chance to close out. They just did not close out. And that is the number one problem, of course, what we've seen. And it's with any team, and when they lose a game, if they have the lead, but they didn't close out. Essentially, the Rockets, if you did not catch the game, they were up by 6 points with 30 seconds left. And they had 2 critical turnovers that allowed the Lakers to come back and then win in overtime. So, I mean, yeah, man. Charles Barkley, yeah. It's a good question. And the Lakers, they're third seed, and I believe even as a fan of the rival team, Los Angeles Clippers, the Lakers actually have a solid team this season. They're a third seed. They have LeBron, they have Luka, they have Austin Reeves playing at a high level. The Rockets, on the other hand, they're the sixth seed, but I've seen it throughout the season as well. I mean, the Rockets, I feel like they have that struggle with a point guard, and that's what we saw last night because the turnover that you saw that led to them losing was because Jabari Smith Jr. is taking up the ball before it gets to that. Like that does not make any sense why a power forward is dribbling the ball up. It should be in the hands of a point guard, and it did happen the next possession with Reed Shepard, but he also is not a true point guard. So obviously you can't blame it solely on the point guard position. There's a lot of other factors such as coaching and in terms of closing out in general. But yeah, man, it's a big letdown for the city for sure. But we're gonna see what happens in the offseason with Houston, and we still have a lot of other series to talk about. Before we get into that, we're gonna hear from our sponsor, Spice Bazaar and One Stop Shop Halal Meat and Grill.
Yo Houston, you already know, good food starts with the right ingredients. If you're cooking up real Indian or Pakistani flavors, you gotta check out Spice Bazaar and One Stop Shop Halal Meat and Grill, right in the heart of Sugarland. Fresh spices, quality halal meat from chicken to beef, plus vegetables and all your favorite snacks. Everything clean, fresh, and ready to go. And if you're out in Missouri City or Siena, it's right around the corner for you. Located at 18717 University Boulevard, Riverstone. Don't feel like driving? No problem. Spend $100 or more and text your list to 346-350-1327, 346-350-1327, along with your address, and to deliver it straight to your door for free. Pay with Zelle or cash. That's Spice Bazaar and One Stop Shop Halal Meat and Grill.
That's right. Spice Bazaar and One Stop Shop Halal Meat and Grill. Big shout out to our sponsor. As you just heard, if you spend $100 or more, you get free delivery. So make sure to text your list from 346-350-1327. That's 346-350-1327. They have a lot of variety of halal, zebra meat, different spices, snacks, and a lot of different, fresh produce as well. Moving on to the next segment. Yes, Spice Bazaar. Yeah, so Denver, Minnesota, also an interesting series has been going on. Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be without their star player, Anthony Edwards, for the next few weeks. Big blow for the team. He will miss multiple weeks. He hyperextended his left knee and suffered a growing bruise last night. And, their testing did rule out any ligament damage, but there was still, of course, some time to miss. And, the Timberwolves are up 3-1. They're in a comfortable position. They can win the series, but it's still a little bit of a, you could say, worry for Minnesota fans because they still have to, potentially play in the second round if the Nuggets don't come back. But speaking of the Nuggets, we had a little bit of commotion in last night's game. Jaden McDaniels, with a few seconds left, he went ahead and scored a layup while everyone stopped playing. And you had Nikola Jokic marching down, the fastest I've seen him run this season, actually. And, he confronted Jaden McDaniels. And pretty much Jokic was upset that he scored after everybody stopped playing. But, McDaniels was pretty much saying, if the clock is still running, I'm going to score. What are your thoughts on that, Eric? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for sure, you lost the game and a little bit of emotions to it, but you like to see it in the sport. And a lot of people say that Jokic doesn't care, but that pretty much proves that he does care because, his play of basketball, the intensity is there. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. Kings have came back down 3-1. I've seen it on the bad side in my own perspective, but we're going to see what happens. In terms of the whole playoff bracket, we have the Sixers and Celtics playing live right now. Boston is leading 2-1. The Toronto Raptors equalized the series against the Cleveland Cavaliers today, and they're tied at 2-2. And Orlando is also leading in the Eastern Conference against the Detroit Pistons, which is quite a surprise. They're up 2-1. In terms of the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder are leading 3-0. Pretty much will sweep the Suns. Their next game is going to be tomorrow. We already covered the Lakers and Rockets. The game is tonight on the brink of elimination. We're going to see what happens. And the Spurs, just few 20 minutes ago, they beat the Trailblazers, and they lead 3-1. So, I mean, what's it looking like, Eric? Before we wrap up the show, I mean, who are your, based on what we've seen these past few games in the first round, who is your favorite at the East and the West? Yeah, the Thunder. I like that, and definitely. I mean, it's gonna be sad to see. I feel like this playoffs has a lot of different contenders. Of course, you got the Thunder and the Spurs at the West, and then in the East, you still got the Celtics, and who knows? It could be the Pistons, could be the Cavs, even the Knicks. I mean, they just tied it up, but I mean, yeah, the East looks like Boston is the front runners, but it's for the taking. But still, a lot of spice to come in the NBA playoffs. And speaking of spice, let's hear from our sponsor once again, Spice Bazaar, one-stop shop, Halal Meat and Grill.
Yo, Houston, you already know, good food starts with the right ingredients. If you're cooking up real Indian or Pakistani flavors, you gotta check out Spice Bazaar and one-stop shop Halal Meat and Grill, right in the heart of Sugarland. Fresh spices, quality halal meat from chicken to beef, plus vegetables and all your favorite snacks. Everything clean, fresh, and ready to go. And if you're out in Missouri City or Siena, it's right around the corner for you. Located at 18717 University Boulevard, Riverstone. Don't feel like driving? No problem. Spend $100 or more and text your list to 346-350-1327, 346-350-1327, along with your address, and to deliver it straight to your door for free. Pay with Zelle or cash. That's Spice Bazaar and one-stop shop Halal Meat and Grill.
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Big Baller Sports, brought to you by Spice Bazaar, one-stop shop Halal Meat and Grill, located in Sugarland, Riverstone. Thanks, Eric, for joining us once again. And if you haven't checked out the YouTube, make sure to subscribe. It's Big Baller Sports. Our Instagram page is also Big Baller Sports, but it is Big Baller Sports with a Z at the end instead of an S. This is your host, Asher, signing off. We'll see y'all next week, same time, 6:20 p.m. Peace.
Welcome back with Zishan on here.